Good morning students. In this video we are going to see about servlet request concept and then request to dispatcher, how we are using in programs using some of the examples. First one, servlet request. It is used to provide client request information. What are the informations we need that we are accessed by using this request syntax, servlet request by using that syntax, and what are the information we can get is such as content type. We can get the content length and then name of the parameters and then its corresponding values, header information, and what are the attributes. Everything we can get by using this servlet request option. What are the methods we are using in the servlet request interface? First one is get parameter string name. What is the use of this get parameter? It is used to get the value of the parameter by name, and then get parameter value, that is value of the parameter. It contains, by using this syntax we can get the value of the parameter, that is get parameter value. And then enumeration get parameter names means it will returns all the enumeration values, enumeration names. And then get content length, it returns the size of the request entity data, and if it does not know, it will return -1. And then get character encoding, it will display character set encoding for the request. And then get content type, that is internet media type of the request. If it does not know, null will be displayed. Same like this, whatever details we are entering in the form, everything is retrieved by using this get request, and then get content, get character encoding schemes, and everything we can get by using this servlet request interface. Okay, it may be a content length, or it may be a parameter name or parameter value, and then enumerator, enumeration data, like all the details we can get. What are the other methods available in this interface are servlet input stream, and then abstract string, get server name. Even server name, if you want to know, we can get by using this method. And then get server port of the server, everything we can get. We will see by using one example in our lab exercise. We saw in the loan program how we can calculate the loan for an employee. That is bonus percentage, how to calculate. No, same like this example here also. In that form we are creating a design. That is first we are creating two files. First one is index.html. this you will get by creating a new project, and in that you have to write form action equal to welcome. Welcome is the name of the servlet you are going to create, and then method equal to get. Here we are giving one text box and then submit button. In the next example, this is a servlet. By clicking new servlet option from the project, you will get this servlet name. Inside that you have to write request dot get parameter. Listen, this is the syntax we are used to get the value of the parameter which is given in the design page. So that value we are giving in the text box is retrieved by using this request dot get parameter name. And print line means it will display that particular name. This is one examples of how we are using get parameter in servlet program. Next, what is the use of this request dispatcher? So the name itself, dispatcher means giving that content to some other servlet or some other HTML or other resource. What are the methods we are using? Everything we are going to see now. Next, request dispatcher interface. Here two methods we are using. We'll see now. First one is forward, public void forward method, and the next one is public void include method. So what is the use of forward first? So forward means from the name itself that particular request is forwarded to another servlet or another JSP or another HTML. And then include means the answer of the one servlet is included in other servlet, and then only that is written to that user. Okay, now we'll see the first method, forward method. See in that picture, request is given by the client. It is sent to servlet 1, and that is forwarded. It is one of the dispatch method. So but actually we are giving to servlet 1, but actually what happens, that is forwarded to servlet 2 and its response only given to the user. Okay, that's only given here in the above figure. Response of the second servlet only sent to the client, but but in the response of the first servlet is not displayed to the user, but actually the user is giving request to the to servlet 1 only. But actually what happen is that servlet send forward it request to its another servlet, and that response only given to the user by using this forward method of request dispatcher. Next method is include method. Here content of two servlets are included, then only it is sent to that user. See, user requesting servlet 1, and then that is included with the response of servlet 2, and that results are combined, then only it is sent to that user. Okay, that's given in the contents here. As we see in the above figure, response of the second servlet is included in the response of the first servlet, and then only it is sent to the client. And then we will see the example now, how to get the object of a request dispatcher. So now we will see in this example how we are using that particular two methods in a program. So what is the syntax? Get request dispatcher method of the servlet request interface. So it will return the object of the request dispatcher. So syntax is get request dispatcher method, and then string resource we have to write. So in this example, request dispatcher rd equal to request dot get request dispatcher servlet 2. What is the meaning of this second line? That is, our control is given to servlet 2 only. Okay, that is rd dot forward request comma response. Here what first you have to write, request dispatcher rd equal to request dot get request dispatcher servlet 2, where we are going to give that response, dispatch that response to servlet 2. Okay, how we have to implement that? By using rd dot forward request comma response, so that we are forwarding that method. So we are using two methods in dispatcher. So first you have to write the name of the servlet name, and then we have to write rd dot forward method, and then request comma response. See, by that and all we are going to use this in a sample program. Here we are using first one design page we are using here, and then one servlet first program, and then second two servlet programs we are using, and then one XML file. Okay, now we will see one by one. In this example we are validating the password entered by the user. If the password is servlet, then it will forward the request to the welcome servlet, otherwise error message will be displayed. We will see now what are the files we are going to added. We are going to see in this example is index.html, login, java file, and then if the password is servlet, then it forwards a request to the welcome servlet. Now we will see the example. See, this is a concept explained. First it's a index.html, this is a design page, then it is validated by the servlet if the password is correct or not. If it is correct, then it will display welcome that username, otherwise error will be displayed. Okay, the thing is here how we are using the dispatched option, that only is important thing in this example. See, this is a design page, there is index.html, we are giving username and password, and then we are clicking that submit button. Okay, next login.java, here only the control is sent to some other server. Listen here, if the password you are entering is correct, then what will happen? If p dot equals servlet, password is correct, how the control is sent to another servlet. Here one more servlet we are having, this login.java server is used to dispatch the control to another servlet. That servlet only display welcome username. Okay, how we are forward that control. See here, if p dot equals servlets, if password is correct, then request dispatcher rd equal to request dot get request dispatcher servlet 2. So there we have to send that control servlet 2, and then you have to write rd dot forward request comma response. Okay, so if you write like this, that by using this dispatcher command and using the method forward, our control is forward to servlet 2. Login Java also one servlet, and from this servlet we are forwarding our request to another servlet, and the name is servlet 2 by using the interface request dispatcher. Here we are using the method rd.forward. Okay, otherwise it will give the error message, that is in the else part, right? This is welcome.servlet.java, which will display welcome and username. That is request.get parameter username, and it will display welcome user. Okay, and this web.xml contains the details about what are the servlets we are using, and then all our file details and all, what are the name of the servlets and whatever the files we are using, that everything is available in this web.xml. Okay, thank you students.